What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? God damn, I was here talking and didn't know my shit was on mute. Oh, shout out to me. And I'm glad because I can actually perfect the conversation, okay, on why Arab women have to keep covered and cover their face. They religionized something that was naturally needed to be done. You got sandstorms down there. They live in the desert. Iran, Saudi Arabia, and all that. Saudi Arabia cool with motherfucking America, but they motherfuckers goddamn tell their motherfucking women what to do and control their women more than any other culture up there that we sit back and say we are beefing with. The thing is that when you're dealing with the patriarchal system, they use something they needed to survive in their culture as control, right? So when you see Arab women covering their face, they live in desert. They deal with desert storms, and you always cover your face. You're supposed to protect yourself. But American women making it seem like, yeah, goddamn, these women over here, they're being told not to do this and do that, but they are women and they stay in their place. Now we got women that's sitting out here trying to be men, and now look what we're dealing with: destruction of the family, destruction of everything. Please pay attention to what I'm saying, because I'm saying what I'm saying is just telling you the truth. Same way in each culture, God is different. God is a lion over here, but it's a tiger in Asia. You see what I'm saying? But the bird is a hawk over there, or it's a falcon over there, and it's also a motherfucking eagle over here. You adapt to your natural environment. You didn't have to cover yourself over here because we lived off the land and everything was different. We don't have deserts, so what the fuck you need to cover your face for? They covered their face because they was protecting themselves from the sand. And then when you get patriarchal system, which is the man-dominated system, because it was always I mean the matriarchal system. I'm sorry, the matriarchal system. But we dealing with a matriarchal system that was dominant before. When the patriarchal system, they took the female out of everything. Anything happened to me, or I got something to say, talk to somebody, I always go to my mama. And you got women over here saying the women over there are being oppressed because they dress like they have to dress like that. But what the fuck you gonna do? They can't wear thongs to be half naked. The woman in America shouldn't be doing this shit. Who told you was naked? I get it, but in Africa, like I say, it feel like Africa in my crib. I'm getting naked, and I wish I could stay naked, walking around the halls, or going downstairs, or going to the store. You gotta understand your religion is completed by what part of the earth you live on. Okay? So yes, the women covered their face only because they were protecting themselves from the sand. They was breathing in the sand, and that's how they live. But you got a patriarchal system that came in, destroyed the matriarchal system, and got them saying, yo, that's how you supposed to be. Stay covered, motherfucker. But our African women never had to stay covered. They walked around titties out and everything. And I'm gonna tell you how beautiful it is. My mom used to walk around me naked when I was like 3, 4 years old. You know, we babies, we ain't know it, but that's what the fuck we do. Okay, they taught us how to start thinking with our dick. That's why every time you see a goddamn ass, you go crazy because you out of your cultural principles. You know what I mean? Shout out. Trump is breaking all this shit down so you get back to your cultural principles. It ain't your system, but it is your system. Ain't no need to beef. It's your world. You're still running this shit. You just came through and got incarnated here in the time that you needed to perfect yourself. And when I say perfect yourself, when you're dealing with the cycles of time and coming back in incarnation, you got to go through some new shit to become a new entity, a new soul, an advanced soul. Sometimes you get tired of being perfect. You get tired of being doing, even though physical reality is the most lowest reality, we perfected that. Now it's time to get out of here. It sounds crazy coming from me. But you got people that sit back and try to culturally destroy people and don't understand the culture. America's the best place on land to live. Absolutely. But why? Why when you culturally destroyed? Um, you're not who you're not who you think you are, or who you were, and that's cool. So I'm just telling you, when you got Arabs over there and they say the women need to be covered, they religionized it because the man want to control everything, and they forgot about mama. But they stay covered over there because they got sandstorms all over the place over there. Who want to breathe in sandstorms? That same way with when the C-19 thing came through, right? Think about this. It made you cover your motherfucking face, bitch ass niggas. Niggas covered too. To go, I'd rather go here and cover my face. They and they like I say, you niggas did it. But then y'all go over to another country and say, oh, they making the women cover themselves. No, they didn't want the women breathing in that sand and protect themselves from the heat. Our women thoughts and shit like that because they goddamn are adapted to cultural things. But you can't be a thought in the Americas. You can't be a thought in the Americas. You know why? Because you always lived off the land. The temperature different, so you didn't have to be naked like that. You had to be warm. This planet is yours. Everywhere you go, you have to adjust to, and that's just it. Fuck the Mayrad that we sitting back and we seeing getting bombed and they bombing other motherfuckers. Them your enemies too. Same niggas at the corner store. That's running all the corner stores. The same niggas that's over there that disrespect you here. It ain't got nothing to do with culture. It has a lot to do with society and how society allowed these motherfuckers to not be educated to understand that we the gods. The sun gonna give it all back to you. Mr. Hot. Yeah. Okay. And you gotta understand when you come to being wrapped up, before the Arabs was doing it, the black woman was doing it. That was their land. And they covered themselves to move through a sand infested area, which we call a desert. Okay? And all this is Africa. Certain parts of Africa, if you ain't got no desert, you have to be covered. Look where they need to be covered at, and look what surrounds them. Then you niggas can understand. But then here come the women being oppressed. They gotta cover themselves. You old black bitches that's uneducated like a motherfucker. No, you live accordingly, and you can't live African in Americas. The temperature different. It get cold over this bitch. Then you have your son. You know the sun come out and all that, but you still kept the you know what I mean, the same principle. But shout out to y'all, man. I'm trying to give y'all a little understanding of what's going on. It ain't got nothing to do with control. It's all about mind control. Keep you out of your motherfucking place. That's why the Bible said, "Who told you you was naked?" Who told you? Who told you you was naked? The devil. And the devil ain't no goddamn entity. Y'all niggas think it's a goddamn devil and a god out there playing games with you. No. He masturbating, niggas. He playing with your damn self. All right. Much love and light to y'all. I just want to give y'all that because I seen that shit on the View. And these motherfuckers arguing ain't even educated. Bitch saying that women, they're not dressed like that and they're being oppressed. Okay, black people being oppressed over here, motherfucker. Okay, America's the greatest country for who? Make them again for who? Media is a motherfucker, man. Mind control is a motherfucker, man. Get back into y'all godhood. We already won. The sun told you this, but you ain't paying attention to nature. You ain't paying attention to the sun. They say pay attention to nature. Pay attention to the sun. Love and light to y'all. Eat this food. I'm gonna lay down. Ain't gotta go to work later. Shout out to y'all.